For anyone who isn't familiar with the concept, a recursive translation is when something is taken from one language, translated to at least one more, and then converted back to the source language. The results can be quite interesting. Anyway, let's go. Tommy Thunder, method actor. Sonic gets martial arts action movie star Tommy Thunder to observe Sonic and observe his man progress. But things go awry when Tommy's super ego clashes with Sonic and he starts blaming himself for the team's struggles. Magical space disaster. A meteorite is heading towards Earth, so Sonic must stop it. Crazy. When TV News fails to report on the water crisis, Wood Pirate Radio steps in to uncover the truth. One more man beyond nature. After Sonic disappears and is trapped in another dimension of existence due to Tails' supersonic booster, the team must find a way to get him back. Big fan. Sonic allows self-proclaimed #1 fan Marcus Tabor to be his personal assistant, but Marcus ultimately declines. Anything you can do, I can do worse than it. Believing he is too good to be caught, Sonic challenges Tails to find a way to capture him. Sonic is too scared to stand in it. When Eggman plans to make Sonic fight underwater, the Hedgehog must overcome his fear of water to stop him. In the middle of an hour, in the middle of the night, he discovers a mysterious tree in a haunted village, but his friends think it's just paranoia. Multiple cues. He uses the tail machine to split his brain into 5 different tails to increase its productivity, but only a fraction of his brain power is left in each section, causing problems for his friends and Dr. Eggman. Strike, fed up with Eggman's mistreatment, Orbot and Cubot attack the other robots and convince them to join them. Bad Dr. Truck. When Dr. Eggman couldn't get permission for his evil experiments, he used Orbot as a cover, but the evil Dr. Orbot went mad from his power. Rooster, 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 who's there? Eggman breaks his wrist while struggling. When he remembers that he is the last human, he decides to provide for his family. Mecha looks great on you. Sonic meets an old mech suit. It makes him stronger, but he soon becomes dependent on her and begins to change. Robot Demon. Eggman builds a new robot to defeat Sonic. He promises to find out everything about the blue blur, but things don't go as planned. O'Gorman. E. When Froglodite Og surfaces, the gang becomes suspicious. Their suspicions are true when the Frogman army attacks. From the knee to the 5th joint. When Knuckles wins a lamp in a lottery, he realizes he has no home to protect, so he decides to buy one. Latest, when the Moloku Crystal, the source of the village's power, dies, the group must replace it with a death trap built by the agents. Untitled episode. When the people of the Nameless Village find out that their village is named after an evil heretic ancestor, they turn against her. Robot employees. Dr. Eggman creates a new line of robot workers for May Burger, but there's more to these robot workers than meets the eye. Give the bees a chance. Amy is in the care of one of the doctor's sons. Eggman nurses her on his back and adopts her as a pet. Robot Mom. Feeling the need for absolute love, Dr. Eggman creates a robot, but he's too critical and stops it in front of Sonic. Mark Ford. Tails set out to prove that the legendary Dirty Feet is real. Called Ascension. Eggman's old nemesis, Namer, returns, and, with the help of his 2 minions, tries to conquer the world beyond computers. Eggman's little brother. Steve Eggman comes to town and says that Eggman is his long-lost brother. He wants to fight for justice alongside Sonic and the gang. Don't disturb. An endangered species invades Sonic's hut. For national reasons, this stinky animal cannot be included in this series. Heaven's Robots, Part 1. Madden and Bolt, 2 robots from Cloud City, think that Sonic and his friends are the bad guys for destroying Eggman's robot. Heaven's Robots, Part 2. Robots are going bad all over the world. Sonic and Tails head to Cloud City for help. Robots in the Sky, Part 3. Sonic and Tails discover that Cloud City is controlled by evil robots and it's all Tails' fault. Robots in the Sky, Part 4. The Hypnobots created by Tails teamed up with Eggman to take down the world, so Team Sonic teamed up with replicas of his robots to defeat the Hypnobots and their army. Flees from disaster. When Eggman attacks with the smallest robot ever, the gang learns that sometimes the worst things come in the smallest packages. Bowlers Association. Lightning blackmails Sonic and the gang, threatening to steal a heated bowling match from the fans. Aircraft, vehicles, and mobile devices. The boys are so excited to find their band, Duditude, that they book their first gig on the road in their beautifully decorated new van. A great stay from Styx and Amy. Amy and Styx have a girls' weekend while the boys team up to sing. When half the gang goes missing, Belinda plans a raid. Sane Hotel. Eggman can't pay his trash collection fee, so he must turn his evil bed into a luxury item to raise the necessary funds. Master Eggman. Eggman becomes the butt of jokes when he reveals that he's not a doctor and that he has to go to school to get his doctorate. By the river. Ghost Lair. Eggman thinks of his bed and sells it to Buck. Sonic and Tails must prove that ghosts aren't real. Return to Buddy Buddy's Temple of Pain. With Eggman unable to use the Frog Lord, Gogoba's mines crystals, which will power his new giant mech suit. Eggman's anti-gravity beam. Hedgehog Village is thrown into chaos by Eggman's anti-gravity phase. With newfound confidence, Hubert seeks to inspire the villagers. Victory! To save his beloved Riker Village, Sonic challenges Eggman to a soccer match. 3 men and my baby! After Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles accidentally injure Madame Walrus, they agree to take care of baby Chumley. Where did the Sonics go? Morpho takes Sonic to a dimension he's never been to before. Sonic must join his team and help restore the village's alternate system. Let's race it when we make it. The conflict between the two intensifies when they get in the car that was arranged. Shareholder. Sonic agrees to become a doctor. Eggman is a friend on social media and is sure to regret his kindness. Vector Detector. Amy's hammer goes missing and she is lost without it. The investigator was a passenger in the accident. Within 3 minutes, Sonic becomes a delivery man for Me Burger and promises to make all deliveries within 3 minutes. Dr. Eggman blocks his way. Lock in the bed. After activating the protocol during the battle, the group is locked in Eggman's bed along with Eggman, Cubota, and Obert. You and the bee will come soon. Tails tests the new teleportation device on himself and accidentally fuses with a bee robot. Sonic must find a way to reverse the process. Don't get me in trouble. Eggman's experiment goes wrong and he transforms into a cute little animal when he gets angry. Eggman Family Trip. Dr. Eggman and Steve turn RoboKen's family trip into an opportunity for evil. Madden and Bortz ask Sonic and his friends for help. Back across Cubot Valley. Given the ability to speak by Defect Stale, the little robot joins Cubot and sets off to eliminate his nemesis, Dr. Defect Eggman. Eggman Video Game, Part 1. When Eggman tries to recruit Shadow to bring more evil to video games, this has dangerous consequences for Sonic and his friends. Eggman Video Game, Part 2, The End of the World. Due to Shadow's rage, Eggman and his allies have been swapped out of Sonic's dimension. Now, Sonic must deal with Eggman, Shadow, and Sonic before the 2D space collapses. It's all the same thing. Thank you for the registration question?